to people.
Hiya, my name is Karen Reissmann. I'm from the Trade Union and Socialist Coalition, and I've been a mental health nurse for 28 years. I noticed we have two people from the trust I used to work with writing down every word I say. It's good to see you here today. And I mean, I've been a nurse all my life who I think has stood up for justice, for what's right, and I think that's something that I feel proud of in the work that I do, and it's something that I will continue to do whether I'm elected in this election or not. I think mental health is often the Cinderella part of health services, and I think there are still huge stigmas attached to it. And sadly, we have an economic crisis that I think has been caused by the banking and the finance institutions, where they're expecting public services to pay the price for that, and I think mental health will be hit very hard by that in two ways. One, directly in the services, and we're already seeing charges being introduced for social care, for day centres, and even for some residential facilities that I think is unreasonable, right across the country and here in Manchester as well. But I also think you have where there is a squeeze on services through privatisation, and I think there are threats towards closing and to all sorts of things that can only make the service worse. But I think the second reason why mental health is under threat is that I think when you have cuts and you have privatisation, you have job losses and you have racism and you have discrimination, all of which grow, then I think you have more mental illness. And I think that you can see there are more people who are worried about their future, who are worried about what happens to them, who face the real stresses of poverty. And I think that makes people unwell, and that's something that means mental health should be, rather than cut, should be expanded at the moment. And that's something that I think we should do. If you want to cut public services, then cut the war and make the world a better place, or stop Trident and make the world a better place, or cut ID cards and all the TV cameras that make life worse and make you more paranoid and more insecure. And those are the sort of things that I'm going to fight for, and that I think we need to have more of in this election. And sadly, I think all three of the main parties are talking about cuts.